The reason meditation has been regarded as an important practice for hundreds of years is that it has been recognized as the most direct way to find the ultimate purpose of human existence and inner peace, beyond simple religious beliefs. Ancient sages personally experienced and taught that the wisdom and enlightenment gained through meditation are the paths to transcending the sufferings of life and reaching true happiness. Goraknath said, "One who desires to achieve any accomplishment without the practice of yoga meditation will not succeed even after hundreds of years," emphasizing that meditation is a core tool for spiritual and mental achievement. Here, achievement includes not only external success, but also realizing the inner self and attaining deep enlightenment that becomes one with universal truth. Because meditation is a discipline that stills the scattered mind and finds an unshakable inner center amidst the chaos of the outside world, it serves as an essential foundation for all kinds of true achievement. This is also why ancient scriptures such as the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads emphasize the importance of meditation. These scriptures teach that humans are not trapped in external sensory satisfaction or temporary achievements, but that an immortal and eternal true self, or Atman, exists within. They state that this true self can only be realized through meditation. The Bhagavad Gita says, "The yogi who possesses inner bliss remains within it and sees the light of the soul inwardly, becomes one with God. He attains complete freedom in God even while living in the physical body." Here, inner bliss means eternal happiness that does not depend on external conditions, and the light of the soul means the manifestation of the true self, our real nature. Meditation is the process of purifying and concentrating the mind so that one can reach this inner bliss and see the light of the soul. In a calm state where the afflictions of the mind and external stimuli have disappeared, we finally come into contact with the true self. The scriptures teach that this true self is essentially one with the universal consciousness, that is, God. Therefore, experiencing inner bliss and realizing the true self through meditation is the path to the experience of becoming one with God, namely, union. This union brings complete freedom and peace even while living in a physical body. The Upanishads explain, "This true self, deeply hidden in all beings, is not revealed to everyone. But to the sage whose mind is pure and concentrates the mind on one point, the true self is revealed." This emphasizes that the true self is not far away, but deeply inherent within us. It is only because of desire, attachment, and a distracted mind that we do not recognize it. Meditation, through the training of purifying the mind and focusing it on one point, clearly reveals the true self that is usually hidden. Furthermore, the Mundaka Upanishad says, "The sage whose mind is enlightened by the power of meditation realizes the true self, which is supremely happy and immortal." When the mind becomes bright and insight arises through meditation, we perceive the immortal true self that transcends time and space. The scriptures explain that the joy that comes when realizing this true self is a supreme bliss incomparable to any happiness in the world. Ultimately, meditation is the one and only way to discover the divine nature within us, the true self, and through it experience true freedom, happiness, and union with God. Meditation is not limited only to personal spiritual growth. It also deeply affects the way we view the world and live our lives. In particular, vegan living and meditation are deeply connected based on the shared values of compassion and interconnectedness. Through meditation, as we still our minds and explore our inner selves, we cultivate deep compassion not only for ourselves, but for all living beings. When consciousness expands through meditation practice, we come to recognize animals not as mere resources, but as living beings that feel pain and joy just as we do. This realization naturally becomes the catalyst for avoiding dietary habits that involve animal exploitation and suffering, and choosing a vegan diet that respects life. Meditation makes us realize that we are not separate entities, but are closely connected to all elements of nature and the universe. This awareness of deep interconnectedness makes us sensitive to the impact of animal product consumption on the environment, such as carbon emissions and deforestation. The heart that pursues the health of the Earth's ecosystem and the harmonious coexistence of all living beings leads to the concrete practice of a vegan life. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of bodily purification for meditation and recommend a light and natural diet. A vegan diet puts less burden on the body and facilitates smooth digestion, helping to maintain a clearer and lighter body and mind during meditation practice. This creates favorable conditions for increasing concentration on meditation and moving toward deep internal experiences. Ultimately, meditation not only enables spiritual growth to realize the true self within and become one with God, but also naturally leads to the ethical practice of a vegan life, respecting all living beings and protecting the Earth's ecosystem through the awareness of compassion and interconnectedness gained in that process.